Shwmae a chroeso. Welcome to your MYNEDIAD course video recap.
Chris ydw I.
A Caris dwi I. In this unit, you will have learned how to say I come from using the words dod o. For example, dwi'n dod o Abertawe. I come from Swansea. Dwi'n dod o Abertawe. You have learned the question, where do you come from? O ble wyt ti'n dod? Or, o ble dych chi'n dod? Chris, o ble wyt ti'n dod?
Dwi'n dod o Hirwaun. O ble wyt ti'n dod, Caris?
Dwi'n dod o'r Hendy.
You have also been introduced to the treiglad meddal or soft mutation.
There is a tendency to make a mountain out of a molehill with the Welsh mutations, but in actual fact, it can be quite a fun challenge getting to grips with them. And after all, it is a quirky feature that makes Welsh quite a special language. So let's get to it. Here is how the consonant letters change or soften in this type of mutation. T, D, K, G, P, B, B, V, G. Wedi mynd, it's gone. D, V, M, V, Sh, L, R, R. Let's show an example of how it works. A soft mutation is required after O. So if we were to expand on the phrase dwi'n dod o with a place name that begins with a consonant, we'd need to soften it. For example, as most of you I'm sure will know, Meath in Welsh is Castell Nedd. So if I wanted to say in Welsh that I come from Castell Nedd, a soft mutation would come into play. So the K in Castell Nedd would mutate softly to G.
So rather than dwi'n dod o Castell Nedd, we'd say dwi'n dod o Gastell Nedd.
Here's another example. I come from Treforys. Dwi'n dod o Dreforys. Because following the O, the T in Treforys softens to a D. Chris, beth yw, what is, I come from Pontarddulais yn Gymraeg?
Dwi'n dod o Pontarddulais.
Gwych. Because the P in Pontarddulais softens to B. Beth yw, I come from Gorseinon?
Well, the G softly mutates and disappears altogether. So that would be dwi'n dod o Orseinon.
Yes, one way you could remember that is by thinking that the softly mutating G leaves a gap.
You also learnt how to say where other people come from whilst using their names. For example, mae Sian yn dod o Gymru. Sian comes from Wales.
Mae Dave yn dod o Llundain.
Mae Jenny yn dod o Fryste. You have learned how to ask where another person comes from using their name. For example, o ble mae Sean yn dod? Where does Sean come from? Structurally, this would translate as from where does Sean come?
Chris, o ble mae Richard Burton yn dod?
Mae Richard Burton yn dod o Bont Rhydyfen. O ble mae Tanni Gray Thompson yn dod?
Mae hi'n dod o Gaerdydd. You have also learned how to say I'm going to using the phrase dwi'n mynd i. For example, dwi'n mynd i'r cinema. I'm going to the cinema. Chris, beth yw I'm going to Bangor yn Gymraeg?
Dwi'n mynd i Fangor.
Yes, and notice that the soft mutation rule applies after E as well. So, I Bangor turns to...
I Fangor.
Beth yw I'm going to the museum?
Dwi'n mynd i'r amgueddfa.
That's right. Because amgueddfa starts with the vowel, so there's no need to softly mutate. Expanding on this, you learned how to say we are going to using the phrase dyn ni'n mynd i. For example, dyn ni'n mynd i'r dosbarth Cymraeg. We are going to the Welsh class. Beth yw? We are going to town Wednesday.
Dyn ni'n mynd i'r dre dydd Mercher.
To ask where are you going in a question, you learnt ble wyt ti'n mynd and ble dach chi'n mynd. For example, ble wyt ti'n mynd fory? Where are you going tomorrow?
You have learned to say where you are going, when and how you are getting there. For example, dwi'n mynd i'r cinema nos Fercher, dwi'n mynd yn y car.
Chris, ble wyt ti'n mynd nos Wener?
Nos Wener, dwi'n mynd i Dŷ Tawe am noson werin. A folk evening. Noson werin. Ble rwyt ti'n mynd nos Wener?
Dwi'n mynd i Dyffryn. Dyn ni'n mynd i gael pizza.
Finally, you have revised your pronunciation of some of the trickier double letters, such as th, ch, r, th, and f.
How would you pronounce these following words?
Castell Nedd. Cwm Rhyd y Cairw. Fforest Fach. Llangyfelach. Waenarlwydd.
Remember, for further help with the vocabulary and exercises for this unit, please visit www.learnwelsh.cymru and go to Learning, Resources and choose the relevant level and unit. Pob hwyl, tan yr uned nesaf.
Hwyl.
Cymru. Gwlad gwledydd. Gwyliau. Iwerddon. Lloegr. Mefus. Tref. Trefi. Yr Alban. Byd. Dyn dynion. Gwaith. Gwely, gwelyau. Hufen. Nadolig. Penwythnos. Penwythnosau. Aros. Cerdded. Hedfan. Nabod. Bach. Gwreiddiol. Ac ati, adre, dros, dyna, pan. O'r gloch, pob lwc, wir, yno.